Hello! Welcome to my homepage, Annpeggy.no. I want to say some words about me. I have created myself anew. I didn't know that this was possible when I almost died in 2013. The doctor said to me, you have had too much stress in your life, too much diagnosis and sickness, so your body can't take it anymore. So I actually prepared to die. But what did die? It was my ego. And then I started to understand the energy behind this creation and how I could create myself anew, becoming a conscious source creator. And that's why I also learn other people to become their source creator, conscious, because most of our illnesses are actually unhealthy creation with a subconscious mind, because we are programmed in our mother's womb, and in the early year we are vibrationally programmed. And I didn't know that this programming actually did create my path, kind of, because I attracted the energy that I was used to in my mother's womb and in the early year. So we have a big responsibility when we are pregnant and have children. I am the mother of 5 children, and I did what is normal to pass on the pattern or the energy that I carried within, because I hadn't transformed, I hadn't made myself anew before I got children. So when I finally came to my essence, then I know who I truly are, not as only this avatar, but as a soul being. Then I help my children to come to their essence. Because when you come to your essence, you know why you're here. You see the bigger picture, and you know why you have chosen to come to Earth, because we have chosen to come to Earth. So maybe something I say, it's like, oh, she's out there. Because if someone presented what I say today to the younger me before 2013, I would have said, oh, I don't know about that. Because much people, or most of us, have a lot of mental construct in our head that life is this way, and our mental constructs is actually mirroring the patterns underneath. So, and they are kind of rigid, they are fixated. So I had to go above the pattern and the energetic structure that I had before 2013. And in 2013, it was at the end, it was my heart that said, it couldn't manage it more, and I had this CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome, and this is just a symptom that your body is overloaded. I was overloaded because I'm also highly sensitive, empathic, and I took in other people's stuff, and because I took it in, I saw it as mine, and then I had even more to deal with, because I didn't know how to distinguish between my stuff and other stuff. And actually, we are so connected to each other, much more than we know. And the young people today, they really feel this connection. They are so connected to Mother Earth, to each other, to the whole world. So we have to listen to them, because they are more connected than the older generation. So it is a shift going on between the new and the old. So the old way of living from before 2013, this has died in me, because I got a calling in 2013 that I could change the system in Norway. And maybe you say, what, can one person change the system? Because this was my reaction. I can change the system. How can one person do it? And I thought with my mental mind. And then now I see that because I have become the change I want to see in the world. The changes I have in me is the new system. I have reverence for all life. my intention is reverence for all life. Because when you are sourcing, when you are a source creator, you know that everything is intertwined and you live with reverence for all life. I didn't know that I was a shapeshifter, even though I did this as a child. And when I was in several groups, I said that I can go into trees, I can go into plants, I can go into people, I can go into different elements and feel the vibration. And then some of my colleagues said, I can do that, because I thought that everybody had this sensitivity to feel others' form, kind of. But then I saw, okay, this is my gift, because everybody, and I mean everybody, have gifts. And very many of the people who have incredible gifts are so misunderstood. I have treated a lot of people because I'm a psychotherapist, a gestalt therapist, a trauma therapist. So I have worked with a lot of trauma. And I see that a lot of youth today are so misunderstood. They have diagnosis and are put into labels and boxes because we don't understand their bigness. But they actually hold the new. They hold the new way of living. They understand that it is an invisible force, that we are actually a field. I'm not only the body, I have a field that radiates far, far, far. And if you go into a room, you can sense when you go into a room, is this good energy or is it bad energy? Because our field is so much bigger than the physical avatar. And because I have transformed my being and created myself anew and come from sickness, almost dying, I have written the Health Bible, Think with Your Heart. And it shows a lot of example from my life, from my oldest son's life, and from many of the people I have worked with, so that everybody can come to their essence and understand how they can create good health, how they can create changes in the world, and how they can become the change they want to see in the world. Because often we are told that we are a limited personality, but we are so much more than our limited personality. It is one aspect of us. And I want to read from the Health Bible, Think with Your Heart, because a lady named Lily Bendis wrote the preface to my book. And this book is to help people become the source creator of their life and understand what's under their sickness or their imbalances. And she writes, a book you cannot remain indifferent to. A personal story becomes a thread for development, insight and awareness in a world where walls are falling and old patterns and dogma are being replaced with new understanding. Spirit, soul and body become a vibrating unity. Hopelessness is replaced with expectation and a roadmap that leads the traveler towards the goal, while understanding that the journey is the goal. I am proud of the courage that the author shows her, for yes, there will be many critical voices and understanders. We are in a paradigm shift, and souls have come to earth to be the drivers of this. We are soul creating a body as a tool for the soul, and in the same way that science now acknowledges that we are energy being, we lift our gaze towards the magic of creation and realize that we are not locked in diagnosis of others' perceptions of who we are. The author shows us who we are through her own experience, inner wisdom and a burning heart for people. I believe in her. I see through her eyes. If there is one book you should read now, it is this one. Lily Bendis. The Health Bible, Think with Your Heart. This is the Norwegian example. And it's big because health is very complex. And it has a lot of nice art. And here is one. Sometimes it is enough just to breathe. and the artist is Bjørg Thorhalsdottir. It is 40 art from Thorhalsdottir, and also the main art drawing is from Helga Krøger, who has drawn Think with Your Heart. So the heart is in, yeah, you see. So, and also every chapter ends with a summary of the key consideration of the chapter. So here is key consideration, and it's a heart, and you have the key from that chapter. And it has a lot of chapter, and it also, you find this, so you can go back. There are 3 of this one in the book. And here is the chapter Authentic Power, and the Authentic Power is 11 chapter about this, and how you can create authentic power in your life. So it is a complex book, and it is also 50 resources how you can upgrade yourself. And in the version that comes out in English in 2024, it is even upgraded, and there are also digital resources. So the one next year, or in 2024, will be even more advanced. So, and if I hadn't go through the dark night of the soul, if I hadn't transform myself anew and go walk the path, I have walked the path, so I live an ecstatic life. I love my life. I love my family. I love my friends. I love everything in my life. And we can create whatever we want. And we are individual souls, and we are not supposed to be the same. And as Lily Bendy said, that we are not diagnoses. We have so many diagnoses, but we don't understand the bigness of us. We are so big. We are so great. So I help people to make breakthrough in their life. You don't have to be sick, because I have helped the businesses, I have helped the person who aren't sick. So everyone should have a mentor in their life. And I have had a lot of mentors. And since I'm also a shapeshifter, I communicate with the other side. And for some it's easy, and for others it's not. For several years I didn't do it because I was seen as kind of crazy, but now I honor the gifts. And I have emerged the past and the future, and live the future and the past in the now. In one of my earlier life in Guatemala, I was the tribe leader and the shaman. And the tribe leader and shaman, people came to this man for health issues and issues around the tribe. They wanted help with everything. And the strength and the gift from that life, I have emerged in this life. But in 2013, I didn't know that because I didn't follow my soul purpose. I was just living from this box. So my mental construct had to die. So I remember everything that happens in this life, in past life, and I also in future life. So we can merge everything now in the new reality that is here. A lot of people talk about the old and the new, and the new reality that is here, we merge all we are. And we cannot actually die the way we think we die. Being a shapeshifter, you also experience a lot of mystical happening. You cannot even explain it because it's like so out of the box. And this mystical happening that has happened to me, half is have been for my personality and for my family. But the other half is for the community, for the whole, because I have chosen to be a spokesperson for the new. And the biggest challenge has been for me to speak English. This is not my strength, but I do it anyhow because I know that if I speak my truth, I will help a lot of people. I help in Norway, but I need to go even wider than Norway. So, and we all need to stand up. with our gift, being the one that we are the one for. I am the one for reverence for life, and also bringing divine grace. And divine grace, it is the essence of us. It's where we are vitalized, and the bigness of us. It's how we source breakthrough. It's how we become the one we want to become the one for. So, and this site that you are now reading, my home site, it is written in the old paradigm, when the walls in my own life collapsed. So you will read my story, but remember, I am not attached to my story anymore. It is just a story. Everything that happens to us, yeah, it is reality, but if we are too attached to the story, then we create sickness. I was too attached to everything that happened in my life before I was 40 years. So because of this attachment, I couldn't have superflow. Because when you are source creator, you have superflow. A lot of new. You are open to the bigness of you. You are open to your soul. To source creatorship is flowing through you. So remember that when you read it, this is a little bit of my story. But what you read is what has happened until 2023, and the new site homepage will come in next year, 2024, and this is divinegrace.no. So, and if I can help you becoming a super creator, or helping with you with whatever you want, you order what you want me to help you with. And most of my clients only have 1 hour, because when you come in your essence, you kind of go out of your fixed mind and be the source creator you want. But some need more than 1 hour. But all of us have so much energy and so much power, much more power than we have learned at school and in the society. So, and we need mentors and people that can help us to become the star we are. And listen to the young people. They really carry it in their essence, but they are also programmed. I program my children unhealthy. I'm sorry to say, this is kind of my regretment, that I created my children unhealthy, because I myself was unhealthy. But I learned when I was adult how to recreate. So we have to reprogram this. We have to recreate ourselves anew and become the one that we want to be the one for. And it can be many things. You know what you want in your life. You are the expert in your life. No doctors, no other is the expert in your life, in this life. Because you have to live this life. And we have to be grounded. And even though we have all elements, we can co-create with the elements. We can co-create with animals, with the universe, with everything. It is so amazing when you wake up, because it's an awakening. And waking up and living as a awake person, wow, I wish this really for everybody, because it is heaven on earth. We are in this time, we are bringing heaven on earth, and it is so beautiful, so magnificent. Yes. Thank you so much for listening to me. Hope to hear from you one day. Bye bye.